This was the first school year for the Schools of Study in Elkhart Community Schools. According to the school district, this new format was partially sparked by a change in graduation requirements by the Indiana Department of Education. The idea is to better prepare students for their future after high school.
So I get the duck eggs, and then sometimes they lay most of them in there.
Drew Gibbs is on a hunt for eggs.
One day I got 24 eggs in there.
The high school senior has been spending much of the past year on the farm.
I've taken every single class that Natural Resources has to offer.
Gibbs and his senior class are the first to graduate from Elkhart's new Schools of Study.
I'm very happy to say that we are now finishing the first real year of our Schools of Study. So it's been an exciting year, and we've learned so much and ready for year two.
The Schools of Study are small learning communities within the high school. During a student's freshman year, they're in the freshman division, where they take general studies classes and explore options. By the end of that year, they choose which of the 6 schools of study interests them. Then, when students transition to sophomore year, they're placed in one of the schools of study.
To make education important and valuable to the kids, they have to be interested in it. And I think we've moved from a comprehensive approach to more of an individual approach. So if you're a student in the School of Natural Resources, as I'm standing in a barn today, they're going to take their math, their science, their language arts, their social studies in the theme of natural resources.
Students can pursue arts and communication, business and international relations, engineering, technology and innovation, health and public safety, human services, or natural resources. Gibbs chose natural resources. He'll attend Purdue University in the fall.
I feel like the Schools of Study it sets you on a good path, and if you want to choose something, there'll always be a job in the agriculture field, no matter how far into the future we are.
And that's the goal of the Schools of Study, to help students choose a career pathway and then pursue it.
When we can tie what we're trying to do for our high school education to what the kid wants to do for their life, that's just incredible for me, because again, if we can help them be happy, live a life worth living, and make a living doing it, and get a high skill, a high wage paying job, which I'm sure Drew's going to do in his life, it's absolutely fantastic.
This is the first year for the Schools of Study, so students who are graduating now only spent 1 year in this new format. It's too early to know if it is working. Over the next several years, the school district will be tracking seniors entering college programs and the workforce. It will also be monitoring retention within the Schools of Study and students who participate in internships.
I'm happy to report that Elkhart High School, as of last Friday, right now, we're #1 in the state for our kids completing a high quality credential. Again, for Elkhart High School, to whatever path the student wants to choose, our job is to make it happen. And so our focus, again, isn't just college, it's not just work, it's the kid.
This is the stuff for Vex Robotics.
Senior Aryan Patel chose engineering, technology, and innovation for his School of Study. He wants to be an electrical engineer and will head to Purdue in the fall.
But for 1 year and my last year, it was pretty impactful. I got connections.
Patel and Gibbs say the Schools of Study are a big part of making that happen. The Schools of Study came about at the same time as the merger of the 2 high schools. To modify the 2 high school buildings to accommodate the merger, plus changes to the Elkhart Area Career Center campus, the addition of the Engineering, Technology, and Innovation building, and implementing the School of Study, it has cost the school district around $42 million since 2017. Some of that money came from private donations. You can learn more about the Elkhart Area Career Center and how it's not only helping students from Elkhart, but also from around the region. Make sure to watch Operation Education on Wednesday at 6 p.m. In the studio, Kristen Bean, WSBT 22 News.